Hi everybody, it's me, Krista. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If not, welcome for the very first time to my little art corner here on YouTube. Today we are doing prompt number 23 of Inktober, which happens to be RIP. The very first thought I had with this one was to do a tombstone. I decided I didn't want to do that. I decided instead to keep doing some Endless from Sandman, so we are doing Death herself today. I'm again using a 4x6 watercolor postcard. I have two left after this one, so yay. The Strathmore watercolor postcards have come in handy, and I've used almost all of them. I always feel great when I actually end up using stuff. At this point, I'm just getting my sketch in. I'm using a mechanical pencil. This one is a Zebra Drafix 0.9 pencil in HB. As we've discussed many times before, I love the Sandman comic books. I'm very happy that they are going to be getting some kind of film interpretation on Netflix eventually. Yay. I've heard that the audiobook that came out is pretty darn good too, so yay for that. I really enjoy the interpretation of death in the Sandman comics. She's kind, she's gentle, and she's welcomed like an old friend almost. And it makes the whole prospect of death seem a lot less scary. It's kind of the opposite of what you would think death would be. Normally you would think of just a Grim Reaper, you wouldn't think of this sweet, bubbly little goth girl. But back to the drawing itself. After I got my sketch in, I decided to go in with an Alvin Techliner and get my line work in, and I am just pulling in those same alcohol-based Marabu markers I've been using pretty much this whole Inktober in the three cooler grays, and pulling in a white Sharpie to help pull back out some highlights. And sorry for my voice being a little rough sounding today. It's raining, and usually when it rains my allergies go a little crazy and I get some congestion in my throat, so that's what that is. I'll probably make some tea here soon. For her face, I'm just going back and forth between the different gray and black markers that we've been using. I pull in some of the gray into the eyes themselves, the whites of the eyes and the pupils to add a little bit of shading. Then I go over it with a white gel pen to bring out those really bright white highlights that we expect to see in eyes. For her hair, I want it to be really big and wild looking and curly and just a lot of fun. I want it to look kind of late 80s or early 90s. I start pulling in some of the lighter gray markers towards the roots of the hair, and then I will be going in with a black brush marker, one of the Faber-Castell Pitt pens. It's a small brush tip. I'm obviously not quite there yet. I spent a lot of time messing around with the face, specifically the mouth/nose area, and actually later, off camera, I end up fixing it again. I realized that I made her nose and her mouth a little more crooked than I would have wanted it to be. For her eye makeup and eyebrow area, I wanted it to look kind of similar to Susie Sue, just because the comic book makeup looks very similar to that, so I did it a little bit. I also start shading her décolletage area. I intentionally don't bring in as many whites because for those chains that I have going on in that onk, I'm going to be bringing in some gold marker, so I didn't want to bring in a lot of white, and I just wanted that area to kind of be a little flatter than the rest of the drawing. Her tank top is just going to be straight up black using that Faber-Castell brush tip pen, the Pitt pen again, and just filling it in solid black. Didn't want it to compete with anything else, so I didn't add any shading to it. The hair is also, for the most part, just going to be done using that same brush pen, which we talked about earlier. And I'm mostly doing that. I pull in the smaller liner for some of the flyaways, and I pull in the white gel pen for a couple of highlights, but for the most part, that hair is going to be black. Tiny bit of gray areas towards the root, but that's it. I had a lot of fun doing the hair. It's just so big and fun, and it goes everywhere. I love it. At this point, I did pull in some of the gold marker that I'm using. I also go around what I laid down with the black liner just to make sure that it stands out a little bit better. And I decided to make her little baby wings that I put in there gold as well. I just think it's really cute. One of the things I remember most from the comic books is a section where they talk about the gentle beating of her wings as she arrives, basically. And I wanted to incorporate it somehow, but I wanted it to be kind of cute and whimsical, so that's what I did. to pull her in with the delirium and dream drawings that I've done already, I decided to do the gold dots in the background as well. I want them to all feel like they belong to the same universe, because they do, and it's just a nice, easy way to incorporate that. I did adjust her face slightly off camera, and I adjusted some of the hair to be pulled over her face a little bit more. But with that, this project, and therefore this video, is pretty much done. If you liked it, please hit that like button. If you have any comments, questions, feelings, concerns, or you want to let me know how your Inktober's going, let me know any of that stuff all in that comment section down below. If you want to see more videos like this, I'm going to be doing Inktober projects every day for the month of October. If you want to see that, please feel free to subscribe. As always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day or night to watch this video and listen to me ramble. I greatly appreciate it. I look forward to hearing from you guys soon, and you will definitely be hearing from me soon. Bye, everybody!